So I do want to kind of speak to your process a little bit
Mm.
in what you do. Um, your great name in my mind, when did that come out? 18, 2018,
Man, I think that was
2017,
16.
16.
Mhm.
Okay, man. So we almost a decade in
Yep.
on that record. That's kind of crazy. We talking
Shoo.
2 years shy of a
A
decade.
decade.
So you and Todd, I'll specifically use you because you wrote that back end of that
Mhm.
song you said.
Mhm.
You guys changed the conversation musically
Yeah.
for the entire industry
Mm.
in that moment when y'all came out with that
Mhm. Yeah.
with the cymbals.
Boom, boom. Mhm.
That forever changed
Yeah.
the sound of it. Ushered into, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna say it's gonna be forever,
Yeah.
but it ushered in the dispensation
Mhm.
that we are in
Yeah.
gospel at this moment.
Wow.
So every record that came after that
Mhm.
has attempted to recapture that same essence
Yeah.
in the vamp. Everybody's trying to go to the one
Mhm.
with the cymbals, no kick, with some kind of line. With I've done it on at least two records that
Oh,
I
yeah.
produce.
Yeah.
It's like it becomes like a checkbox. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, we got the
Something you're
bridge,
supposed to do.
we got this thing. Okay,
Mhm.
what we gonna do with the vamp? What you got for me? What we got? We gotta come up with a
You
line.
gotta go to the next level.
We gotta do it. So
Yep.
how did y'all what put y'all in that mind frame and what brought that in and were you surprised how what has your response basically been to that since seeing how it changed and shifted everything?
Man, I'm so glad you asked me that because that burdened me for a while, and I
Really?
can't lie. Because I'm like, yeah, nobody was doing that,
Yeah.
and I'm like, now they're doing it, but
Everybody's doing it
yeah,
now. I ain't heard a gospel
no,
record in 7 years that
yep,
didn't have that in it in one at least two
yeah,
of the songs on the album.
absolutely, and it hurt. It used to hurt me,
Really?
for a while, and so I had to call my mentor, and he had to put me in check. This was Aaron Lindsay.
Mm,
So I called him and I said, bro, because he did it before I did.
okay.
He changed the sound of
Oh yeah, yeah,
gospel.
change the sound of God. Yeah, oh definitely, definitely.
You
Aaron
know,
Lindsay was an era, yeah.
he did that. It
It
wasn't
was his era.
okay to do worship songs in
No,
gospel
no, it
church.
wasn't.
He made it okay.
Not in
Him and
gospel, yeah.
Is.
Yeah, they
Them
changed, they
two was
shifted.
the combo that did what Todd and I
That's
did.
crazy.
So I said, who can I call to help me with this conversation?
That's crazy.
And Aaron. I mean, I can't tell you what we said and what he said to
Oh,
me that got
man.
me straight,
Oh, man.
because we should say,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
he's
yeah.
a pastor. So now,
Yeah.
number one, he was going to shepherd me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah,
going
yeah.
to shepherd my heart.
Yeah.
And then he was going to tell me, okay, here's some tangible
Mhm.
experiences. You
Okay, so you
know,
can't tell us exactly what it
I
is, but
can't
what's
tell
the
you
concept? What did you walk away with?
what I walked away with is my fingerprint is my fingerprint.
Mm,
And nobody can duplicate my fingerprint. I don't care how much they try to
it's true.
trace it,
It's
it's
true.
still not theirs, it's
It's true.
mine.
It's
And he
something.
said, "You can't care and then take it as a compliment."
Wow.
He said, "Walk away, just know that's your fingerprint
That's your
and it's
fingerprint, man.
yours. And just walk away and take it as a compliment
Wow.
that they're attempting to do something that you did."
I'm saying, but even it's a facsimile.
Mm. Yeah.
Everything that we hear is a
Yeah,
facsimile.
you're
We
right.
know in
Yep.
our minds
Yep.
the root of where it came from,
Yes, of
and we are
course.
all trying to copy it. We are trying to
Yes.
get that same act, but
Mhm.
it's something about even when y'all still replicate it and do it on the current
Yeah.
records,
Yep.
it's still something on the way y'all do it
Yeah.
that nobody else
Because
can still
it
capture.
belongs to us. And I'm gonna tell you, it came from a place of being authentic, bro. We
Yeah.
were we were being 100% honest. We weren't chasing the next big song.
Wow.
We weren't. Our idea wasn't to say, man, we're gonna write this song that's gonna change gospel
Mm-mm.
music. It's gonna change the world. We didn't even think about that
Wow.
until we heard the demo back.
Wow.
When because we demoed that
Yeah.
song fully, the lead
Yeah.
vocal and everything.
Yeah.
Demo, and we lived with it about 2 months
Wow.
before we actually recorded it.
Wow.
So it was in our spirit. And so at the demo we were like, that's special.
Wow.
It was special. I don't know why, but it's special.
You still didn't realize the
We didn't
impact
even
of it.
know. But then what confirmed it is the room. The room told us when we actually recorded it. Because now you heard the first people that had their ears on the song was at the recording.
Yeah.
And the way they responded to it, I was like, oh God, what did we just do?
Wow. Wow.
We just created something that was, and we're not trying to be like, that, but
Yeah.
we did something that to let the church know that it's okay to express yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's okay because worship music, man, people don't realize worship music has a point. And so we hear this about boring worship music, the CCM. Worship music is crafted and developed to make sure everything goes vertical. The conversation belongs there.
Yeah.
Not about ear, not about how good the music is, not about how good the music is supposed to be out of the way.
But that speaks to them.
Yes. It goes back, going back to Your Great Name.
Yeah.
It was produced in a way that your bass player that works for ComEd or whoever your power company is, that he worked 40 hours, 50 hours a week, ain't got time to go learn that. It was written for that guy.
Y'all even did a tutorial of it when it came out. I remember the tutorial y'all did. Y'all did it was on like Nash. It was E1 at the time, the Monarch now. It was on the E1. It was like it was literally you saying, here's the chords.
Here's the chord. It's simple.
But I mean, y'all laid it out.
Just laid it out because I wanted to make sure that they understood, oh, I can do that.
Wow.
I'm thinking about serving the people.
That's so good.
Not the people enjoying me, because I mean, there's a lot of great gospel music that cannot be like articulated well in church.
Yeah.
It's too complicated for your average.
Most of it.
Yes. You got to have a session band in order to make that song come across.
Yeah. And even then.
Stems. You need the
tracks,
stems.
all of that. You need everything.
You need all that.
Yeah.
But
and it still ain't going to be
what about the guy that's got two-piece band? And they don't know nothing about no music.
Bro, I'm telling you, when I say at one of the last churches I MD'd at, Your Great Name, we wore that song out every other Sunday. It was at the top of the set list. And every time we sung it, it was as if we were singing it and playing it for the first time, and the people reacted as if they were hearing it the first time. Every time we did it. And I know we had a good 6-month run on that one song.
Wow.
And I was just like, this is kind of crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
It's like nobody's it never gets old.
Yep.
We might roll our eyes. What we doing is, Your Great Name. But then as soon as we get into it, it's like, you know what? Then we get, hey, flip it back. Go to the 2.
Go to 2. Yeah. Make it yours.
Make it yours. Let's do this.
Yep. You know, it takes 6 weeks for the average church congregant to catch up to a song that we've been doing.
Wow.
It takes 6 weeks for them to kind of remember that song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we got to think of it like that. Like, it's old to us, but it takes 6 weeks for the average congregant to say, oh, I remember that song. I like that song. By that time, we done.
Y'all don't move on the song?
I'm sick of it. I don't want to touch that song no more. You know? That's just, we got to be servants.
When you got one of those modes where I don't know what to do, I'm stuck. You're right. All I do is listen to something like that, and it's like, okay, now I got something.
Exactly. I have like every single plugin, but some plugins you be spending like hours just trying to find that one sound. You took the time to really curate and find like a group of like sounds that's really usable, that get straight to the point.
You're giving them enough to get started, so they can walk into a room with someone and be like, all right, man, what am I missing?
I love the plugin, man. I think it's incredible. I think people are gonna be like, wow. I mean, you got the sounds, people looking for sounds like that. Now they just get the plugin.
You know what I mean? So you literally can just cook a complete record, like just from this plugin. And for me, it's like not about a whole bunch of sounds, it's about production.
He gonna come out the gate sounding legit. Yeah. Out the gate sounding legit because of something like this. So I'm telling everybody, man, get the juice pack.
It's the truth, bro. I got to have it.
It's fire. It's definitely juice. D-Lo got the juice.
Yo, thank you for watching that exclusive clip from the Hangout podcast. We drop these on the channel on Wednesdays, and we appreciate you guys for taking out the time and watching this. If you're interested in seeing more of these exclusive interviews that we have, make sure you check out the playlist over here. If you're interested in taking your production, mixing, or whatever to the next level, make sure you hit the links down below in the description. All right, we'll talk to you guys on the next one. I'm out. Holla at your boy.